Welcome back to London Centuries, and welcome to the video in which I ride to Paris and then ride Paris-Brest-Paris. So, beautiful sunny day here in Westminster, all the tourists out, and this is the PBP video. Paris-Brest-Paris. But right now the P stands for Portsmouth, because I'm off to Portsmouth to get a ferry, ride to the start. So I don't really know what to call this video at the moment. Is it going to be Paris-Brest-Paris or London-Brest-Paris or what? I think that would be cheating actually, because the fact is, it's Wednesday afternoon. Took the afternoon off work, finished early. I'm getting off lunchtime basically. This is the plan, right? I'm telling you the plan. I'm being organised this time. Head down, get a ferry. Ride down to the start, basically night ferry gets in at some horrible early hour tomorrow morning to Caen, Portsmouth to Caen, and ride from there down to the start. So basically spend Thursday riding to the start, nice and slow and steady, have Friday and Saturday to get horizontal and absorb calories, and then the start's on Sunday. So this isn't really part of the ride. Like she said, I'm very excited. Very, very nervous about this right now. Trying to stay calm so I don't do anything stupid in the traffic. Because I'm taking the shortest possible, most direct route to Portsmouth. Yeah, most direct route possible. Bumpy, and I don't want to puncture. Guildford. France is pretty good actually. I mean, check it out. Nearly at the destination for the day, which is a little Airbnb, about 20k or something from Rambouillet from the start. Spend a couple of days just chilling. Tell you what though, it's been hot today. I think it's going to be a hot ride. But a bit like LEL last year, I think that might be its defining feature, you know. Let's see. This is it, I'm at the start of PBP and I'm just riding into, I've had my brevet card checked for the first time, riding into the group to get to the start line. This is it, starting. PBP 2023, 7 minutes in so far. It's the front of the field. We're taking up both lanes of the road. It's great so far. There's still the peloton up ahead. I'm in the first group. I'm not going to be able to stay with them much longer though. Coming up to an hour in. About 2 hours in now. It's now 6 o'clock. Well, I've got a chance to speak. I've slowed down. What I'm going to try and do in this video is bring you some of the atmosphere, I suppose. Try and talk to some of the other riders who are in this. I'm not going to set a blistering time, there's no way I can do that. Just want to finish in my allocated time. 80 hours. Oh my god, it's so hot. It seems to me that everyone else is used to it, except us northerners. I saw a bunch of Finns at the start. They looked like they were suffering. crazy. Totally crazy. It's going to be getting dark soon, isn't it? A couple of minutes time, I think. This is what it's like, guys. This is what it's like. This is PvP. This is Paris-Brest. It's like that. That's what it's like. Well, the night came, and now it's kind of going. It's really foggy. We just kept riding through the night, so I'm very tired now. It's cold and wet. Done about 380k. 15 hours, 20 minutes, 15 and a quarter hours, something like that. Over halfway to Brest anyway. Can't see through my glasses because of the fog, condensation on the lenses. Well, the sun came out, burnt the mist off. This is just coming up to the highest point on the biggest climb on the route. If you think it looks a bit like Dartmoor, then I agree with you. The fantastic views going down. Just about to come into Brest. It'll be about 6:30 Monday. Bonjour.
So, here we are in Brest. I've been riding today with this guy here.
Would you mind saying your name and where you're from?
Yes, my name is Philippe Julien and I'm from La Selle-Saint-Cloud,
Yeah.
near Versailles and Paris.
Yeah. How's your first half of the PvP ride been?
It was very difficult,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
And it's really a great adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
In the night, I have a problem with my cocotte here,
Yeah.
and the cocotte doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so I had the strongest gear.
You can't shift the.
No.
You can't shift on the back.
No, and so
Only on the chain.
so it was complicated during 80 kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With so
And you're gonna have to ride back to Paris.
yes,
Only shifting on the front chain rings.
yes. Well, I will ask to
You see if you can get it
to
through.
yes to the mechanical
Yeah.
man if he could do or
Yeah.
if he could replace this part.
Yeah, you'd be pretty lucky if he's got a spare Ultegra shifter body, but might happen. Yes. Sleeping area. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Gotta get out of here. Getting some breakfast. It's busy here at Brest now. Lots of people come in during the night. I've got to get out of here. So left Brest and now just coming into Carré, first control after Brest. So quick recap, Brest came and went, and now every single turn of the pedals gets me closer back to Rambouillet. This feels great. It was it's about 608 when I got to Brest. 26 hours and a half or something like that. Which for me is pretty quick. Like easily the fastest I've ever done. That's Victor up ahead. We've had a good thing going on for a couple of hours now, taking turns working together. And at one point we got a whole string of followers. Must have been at least a dozen, maybe 20. I think they were Poles from what I could hear. Anyway, setting a good pace. The wind's getting up. Swung round so it's in our faces again. So the last control was at a place called Ludiac. I stopped to eat some food. Victor decided to go on. He's going to reach at the next one, Tinteniac. So might see him there. It's getting hot. An interesting situation is developing because, as you may be able to tell, it's just gone noon here, and there's only a shade over 400k to go. Now, I know that's a lot, but if I could knock that off in 24 hours, get in at, you know, aim, maybe not get in, but aim for noon tomorrow. Psychologically, that would be, oh, whiz bang. I'd love that, because that would have me home in back to Rambouillet in a total of 70 hours, I think, or maybe even less. Now I know what you're thinking. 424 hours is a doddle, it's a piece of cake. But this isn't a normal 24 hours, is it? Because, like, could I really do that without sleeping? That's basically what it requires. No idea. At the moment I'm feeling a bit chuffed with my strategy, such as it is. So I got loads of sleep at Brest. Got a good 5 hours. And a little while ago, you remember Philippe from near Versailles, who could only shift on his chain rings? Well, I just passed him on the road. He left at midnight. I was still sleeping. Didn't get out till, well, it was 3 o'clock in the morning that I left, wasn't it? I think a bit more sleep helps you sometimes. Just past a guy from Wales. He hasn't slept at all. Sorry, I didn't get his name. If you're out there, sorry about that. It was a fleeting encounter as we were coming into a town. He's done 800k without sleeping. I mean, hats off to him, I couldn't do that. Good heavens. Yesy! That's le Paris-Brest.
Non, non, bien sûr.
Good group, this one. This is the group behind me somewhere. You see them? We're getting all our night gear on, our day glow, putting our lights on and what have you. Into the last 300 now. I'm at the next control now, a town called Villaine-la-Joelle, and I didn't get any footage as we rode down here because it was dark and too dangerous to film and stuff, going quite fast. This place is incredible. You see behind me, the entire town has turned out for this, and they clap you in. And once they've clapped you into the bike park, they clap you into the canteen as you get some food. And then the school children won't let you carry your own tray and plate because you're a hero, so they carry it for you. It's mind-blowing. Oh, here come a few now.
This is the welcome you get at Villaines-la-Juelle. Quite seriously, this is what makes PVP absolutely unique and extraordinary. It's the star of this show is the French people and their love for, well, it's their love for cycling, but it's their love for having a good time as well, because they're having the best time. It's brilliant. And just to give that a bit of context, that footage of Villaines-la-Juelle, it's midnight on a Tuesday night. Sky's beginning to get light. God, I sat the horse. Because I haven't spoken to anyone for hours. Riding on my own in the dark. You see, remember that plan I mentioned to see if I could ride through the night? Well, seem to have been doing that, I think, anyway. No, I mean I haven't slept. So it's now Sunrise Wednesday. Oh, and that good group got split up sadly. Went really well for a good few hours. Merged with another one, then kind of splintered eventually. Some quick guys on the front wanted to go through and off. I joined in a few times, kind of killed me, fell off the back. Good while it lasted though. And it's a bad thing that I'm going so slowly, because there's not a huge amount left. There's the sunrise. I'm within the last, well, I've broken into the last 100 for sure, but the legs just will not go any faster. You know that feeling when you're going somewhere and every time there's a sign, you look at the sign and you hope it's going to be much less than the one before, and it isn't, and you feel cheated, but you think, no, that it just cannot be right, because you've been going for absolutely ages. It's gone down by 2 or something. It's really dismal, and it's just not getting any closer. Oh my word, there's another rider up there. Means I'm not going mad. Well, believe it or not, I did make it to Dura, which means now in the final 50k of this frankly mammoth undertaking. It's not yet 10 o'clock in the morning, so barring some kind of catastrophe, should be nicely within my time limits. It's been an amazing journey. Kind of wish I'd done these last sections with some others though. Been on my own for a long time now. 1,200. I'm very happy. 32 kilometers in 66 hours. 40 minutes. Good morning. So it's a couple of days later now. Finished PVP on Wednesday. Now Saturday morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. So now I'm setting off home again. Got an Airbnb for a couple of days just to rest up. Did a lot of lying down, eating and dozing. Can take this road pretty easy. No points for racing this. I feel reasonably well recovered. I had quite a bit of painful skin chafing. Anyone else who rode PVP, the heat, right, and the sweat, oh gosh, so it's still a little bit tender. I'll be all right. I hadn't planned this bit of the journey at all because I had no idea what time I was going to finish, obviously.
so didn't have a ferry. I didn't even know which ferry port to go to. Anyway, sorted that. I'm going to go out to Dieppe and get a very late night ferry tonight. So I should be home Sunday lunchtime, I hope. See my folks. So PvP, try and do some thoughts about that, and probably a bit of a comparison with LEL, because I figure people are going to want that. So I did LEL, London, Edinburgh, London, did last year, and PvP this year. So I reckon I can compare them. And I reckon there'll be people watching this video thinking to them, who haven't done either of them, thinking to themselves, well, should I have a go, and if so, which one? And you know, stuff like that, really. Well, first of all, PvP, oh my god, it was fun. I had a real blast. It was tremendous. But LEL and PvP, they're chalk and cheese, totally different. So, the Paris-Brest, what's it like? Well, first of all, road surfaces, generally very good. Lots of smooth, fast, straight tarmac. The Paris-Brest is fast. Obviously it's hard. It's 1,200 kilometers long, but the route's pretty easy. The gradients, well, first of all, it's not flat, it's all gently undulating, but key word there is gently. It's all 8%. It's no big deal to most British riders. Frankly, the gradients are easy. Okay, so there's some hilly bits in Brittany, around Brest, a couple of stages before Brest and a couple of stages after Brest. Yes, they got some hills in, but even then, the gradients of those hills are steady. So the hills might be big, they might go on a long way. They're steady gradients. You can get your rhythm up, just tap it out. So, you can make the Paris-Brest as hard as you like by going like the clappers, pushing yourself to the limit, trying to set your best ever time. You don't have to do that. And because that's optional, in my opinion, makes the Paris-Brest much more suitable for a much wider range of riders than LEL. Because you don't have to turn it into a torturous nightmare. Unless you want to, of course. I know some of you are out there, you're going to love it like that. It really doesn't have the equivalent of the Pennines or the North Yorkshire Moors or anything like that. Nothing remotely as difficult. And then there's what I was saying when I was back in Villaine-la-Joelle. I think I said that the star of the show is the French people and French culture. The star of the Paris-Brest. I totally stick by that. Because when it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly there are people out on the street clapping you along, oh my word, it's just awesome. It's a magnificent display of hospitality, generosity that is unthinkable in the UK at the moment anyway. And for me it reaches its pinnacle in Villaine-la-Joelle, where the school children, I can't remember whether it was said or not, but the school children were out there. It was midnight on a Tuesday night, I think, and the school children would not let me carry my tray into the canteen. Insisted on carrying my food tray for me. So what this adds up to is just an amazing atmosphere that buoys you up so much. It's just fabulous. I can totally see why people come back and do the Paris-Brest over and over again. And frankly, if I was going to do either LEL again or PvP, it would be PvP. Don't think I will, but it's because once I've done something once, I figure I've done it. But Anyway, that's another question. Yeah, back there in Villaine, I was standing around just watching the crowds clap people into the bike park, clap people into the canteen, all of that. I started talking to what I thought was just a man in the crowd. Anyway, he turns out to be the town mayor, and I was saying to him that I found it just completely incredible what was happening, and I didn't really understand why people were so enthusiastic. And he turned to me and he said, because it's a pleasure. That was the thing for me. They were having the best time, and it was brilliant. And it's completely infectious, and it rubs off on you. And the atmosphere is electric and wonderful, and so you power along, giving it your absolute best, and you feel brilliant as a result. That's what the Paris-Brest's about. The other thing about PVP that makes it so different from LEL is all about the number of riders, because we had something like 6,500 riders on the road for the Paris-Brest this week. And what that means in practical terms is a hell of a lot of group riding, if that's what you want. Again, it doesn't have to be like that, but it's an opportunity to set a fast time, which a lot of people want to do. You stick all those things together, what you get is something like an anarchic version of the world's biggest open time trial, where drafting is allowed, some people are racing, everyone's kind of against the clock, but with slightly different attitudes towards it. It's coming to Rouen now, and I think it's time to find myself some lunch. Looks like I'm at roughly the right part of town for that, which is good, because I'm starving and quite tired. It's been raining here. I shut up for a bit. Deeper than I thought. Dieppe seafront.
Britain.
It's climbing up Ditchling Beacon now. Must be Brighton down there. Oh, looks like we've got a good view from the top here. You see all the mist down there below? Oh my word, that's nice. Don't know if you can pick that out. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my word. Hey, here we go. Maybe it's not so bad to be coming home after all. Tooting back. Queenstown Road. Big Ben is just about to hit 10 o'clock. There we go. Fitting into the Paris-Brest, starting and finishing from London. Massive thanks to everyone who recognised me and came over and said hello and chatted. Thanks ever so much. Hope you got home safely. Happy riding, everybody. Paris-Brest, c'est magnifique.